Okay, so let's go ahead and apply this to a situation that you might encounter every day. I'm going to jump over to WordPress, and this is a WordPress site that I use for one of my classes here at Elon University. And in WordPress, if you're not familiar with it, it's an online web 2.0 type utility that allows me to maintain a web presence or a blog, and I can add posts to that blog. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to add a new post. When I choose the Add New Post option in WordPress, I'm presented with an editing interface which is really similar to what I had on Tinkerbin. I can choose to input text, and then WordPress will format that text into HTML format. The advantage of this is that I can use a visual editor. So I can do this. I can say this is my level 1 heading. Put an exclamation mark on that. And rather than having to worry about how to code that in HTML, I can just simply highlight that and choose from my format window over here the heading 1 element, and it automatically changes that line of text to bold and a rather large font to give it that heading 1 emphasis that I want to create in my design window. Now if I want to see what this looks like in code view, I can go over here to the upper left hand corner. Right now I'm in my visual editor. I can go to the text-based editor, and in text view this is what the computer sees. There's my familiar h1 start tag, my familiar h1 end tag, and you can see the coding was done for me by the WordPress design engine. But I didn't have to know HTML code, I just simply had to understand that that was going on in the background. So let's do a couple more things. I'm going to add a line of text, and I'm going to go over to one of my favorite programs online where I can grab some dummy text, and we'll bring that text in, and that automatically comes in formatted as paragraph text. So usually body copy is not going to be emphasized the way that a heading would, but you can kind of see here by default my design window formatted this as paragraph text. If I want to take a particular phrase, let's just say I want to take this first sentence and I want to add some visual emphasis to that. Let's say I want to make it bold. Then if I go back to my text window, I can see that again what the program did was it added a nested tag to set off that one phrase as bold text using the strong HTML tag. The rest of the text remains formatted as paragraph text. So this is a brief introduction to HTML and a practical application of how you might use this in your everyday work as a multimedia designer. Many programs like WordPress will make the process of creating an HTML document or a web page much easier by doing the HTML coding in the background for you. So you don't always have to know how to code in HTML to create HTML-based documents for the world to see via the World Wide Web.